back. So I'm gonna do the top knot tutorial for you guys, the messy top knot. This is the thing that I get asked the most, probably, other than like, where do you thrift, which I don't really answer anymore because I realized I don't want to give away all my secrets. But for the top knot, um, it's pretty simple, but it's just one of those things that because I've been doing it so long, I think it's simple. There's not a lot of steps to it, but it just does take time to get used to it, to figure out your hair, to kind of know what you want it to do and how you want it to look. So I will say right off the bat that it helps a lot to have long hair. If you have hair shorter than here, I don't really know. I don't think it's impossible to do the top knot. It's just gonna look and be different. The longer your hair is, the better. And actually, if your hair has layers in it, the better. At least for the messy one, I have found. So yeah, I don't. I'm sure there's probably tutorials out there for either shorter hair or like all one length hair. But for me, because my hair is longer and I have the layers, that's why mine ends up looking the way it does. So, but yeah, so you're gonna want to start with just a few things. So again, you want this kind of comb. These are so cheap. I mean, but I use mine all the time, so it's totally worth it to have one. And then as far as a rubber band, again, I love these. Kind of plasticky ones, although I can't, as I've mentioned before, I can't really find these in stores anymore because the ones I have found just break really easily. So it's not, I like really need this for my ponytail because I don't want to like have something showing, but for a top knot, it actually doesn't matter because you won't really see it. So these work well. I think the key with it is that it has to be tight. It has to be holding your hair. It can't be slippery or loose at all, because it won't really work, at least with the way, like the technique that I use. So, and then bobby pins. If sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on the top knot and how it's wanting to cooperate on any given day. So a few of those are good. And then again, this is the hairspray that I use for everything. It's great. It's really inexpensive. I get it from Target. I think it's under $3. So that is what you'll need. So again, I only do this when my hair is dirty because it kind of ends up being a solution to a problem because I don't have time to wash my hair and dry it and curl it every single day. So I kind of had to come up with ways to wear my hair that still made me feel good and pretty, So the ponytail and the top knot are kind of my go-tos. So I actually think it helps to have dirty hair because I think it holds a little bit better because my hair tends to be really slippery after I wash it. So I haven't really tried to do this with clean hair, but I think if you do have clean hair, I would want to put something in it, just like the ponytail. Like you would want to put like dry shampoo or some hairspray or something in it to just make sure it holds and has like something to kind of grip onto. So you want to start with it on the very top of your head. So, and I mean, everyone has their own, like preferred spot. I've seen some girls wear it really high and it looks super cute. But for me personally, just at the very kind of crown of my head, that's where I like to wear it. And I use the comb to get the sides up. I know some people like do a true messy where it's just thrown up and then they embrace the bumps around their head. And I haven't come to that point yet where I can handle that. I find if I have bumps in it, it drives me crazy throughout the day and I end up trying to fix it. So I just like to start kind of clean with a clean kind of like pull up. So again, this is where I tend to start. So I'm going to use this one because this is the one I normally use. So you want to take it up like you're going to do a ponytail, but you're only going to pull out like not the full ponytail. So you want to leave in that bottom layer and then you take it around like you're going to do a ponytail again. And again, you leave out that kind of, those kind of ends there. And then the last one, and again, you do this as many times as you need to make it tight. And then I kind of like leave that little, the top of that bun tucked into the bottom. So this is kind of what what it originally looks like when you're done. And then this is the part that I think I might have seen Cara Loren do this, but this is what kind of changed it for me from just being like a typical like top knot to just something a little bit more interesting. And you take it and you actually twist it. You twist it around, and that's what kind of gives you just a little bit more of a messy feel and a little bit more unpredictable. And so then, so I've kind of twisted it, and then you want to take any kind of pieces that you're kind of feeling are like, whoa, like this piece right here, I'm going to take back, and I'm going to pull out that last elastic that I went around, and I'm going to tuck this in the back. So as you can see, it kind of creates this like donut that looks like it's standing up. That I think is what kind of makes it look cute from looking straight on. So yeah, this one actually turned out pretty well. The thing with this is that it's going to look different every day. Every time you do it, it's going to look different. And that's kind of what's fun about it, and you have to embrace it. So you just kind of keep tucking until you get the shape that you want. So even sometimes these ends are a little bit crazy. I kind of like a little bit of the ends sticking out, but if you don't, you can kind of take those back and tuck it. Now, just so you know, I mean, you guys only ever really see me from straight on. This is not like clean looking in the back ever. Like, but I'm okay with that, I guess. I still think it's fun and it's a cool effect, and I you know, like, yeah, just so you know, a little behind the scenes of my top knot. But so yeah, you just keep tucking, and then if I tend to, you know, like I don't want it to be too kind of floppy. If it's too floppy, I will do it over again. But if I feel like I like the shape a lot and I want to keep it, this piece is a little bit kind of having a mind of its own, but I kind of just if I have like a big one like that, I'll just kind of take it down and kind of loop it down here or tuck it again. But I'll take kind of this bottom part of the donut and then take your bobby pin, which you want the wavy part down, and you just will pin it forward. And that's what's going to keep its height, because I don't know, that's kind of what I like about it, is that it's kind of like up. So you don't want to pin down the back, because then it will look too much like a ballerina bun. So yeah, this is how I kind of get the height on it and kind of get it to stand forward. And again, that's only going to happen if you take it and kind of twist it to the side, is how you get this. And then I finish it off just with a little bit of hairspray. If it's real floppy, then I'll spray it more. But yeah, and then a lot of times too, if it's a little bit too tight or a little bit too clean, I'll kind of take my fingers and go like this, like just to kind of mess it up a little bit. Again, I like to do that messiness at the end instead of just like throwing it up at the beginning. I like to start with it clean and then be in control of like how messy this part's going to be. So I thought I would just do it, like take it down and do it for you guys one more time, just to show you how it can look different each time. So this time I'll just do it a little bit faster, maybe not talking as much, to show you just how I would normally do it. So again, you take it up like this, and I smooth out the sides if they need them. Then I take it from the top like this, and this. And again, that might be more times or less times depending on how tight you're wanting it or how tight your ponytail holder is. And then you take it around and you tuck it. Like this one doesn't have as much of a donut kind of look to it. And that's fine. So, and like this part's a little bit weird, so I'll just kind of play with the shape, kind of mold it to the way I want, tucking it as I go. This is a little bit long, so I'll take it back and tuck it. This one is a little bit loose, so I'll pin it down. And I mean, there you go. And again, it's like, it's a different shape. It's a shape of its own, like for each day. So hopefully that helps you guys. I think the key is to just play around with it and know that there's no right way to do it, or there's no one way that it's supposed to look. This is a messy top knot, and I don't know. I think it's fun that it will look different each day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you guys have any questions about it. I'm going to also show you guys how to do my kind of bigger kind of 60s type of bun that I do. That's more for kind of like an event, or, you know, like something where you're dressed up or not. I mean, it's just a little bit cleaner and a little bit fancier, and I don't use a donut. So this is a different technique. But anyways, so yeah, thanks so much, guys. And I love to hear from you. I love to hear your comments and what you guys think. And let me know again. I'll keep making these, so give me any ideas you have. So, all right. Thanks, guys.